Walla la ling, walla la la ling. Easy Cymarshall Law, he come fi mash it up again. Yo! Welcome back to another episode of the Cymarshall Law Show. It's episode 177. We are your sanctuary for raw self-expression and the elevation of mental health. Today, we delve into the art of counting your blessings, inspired by chapter 47 in the 52 Laws of Freedom, a weekly guide dedicated to liberating minds and empowering souls. This law we're going to go over in today's show. Before I get into the morning prayer, because I know y'all love that, but I just want to tell you about the show. So the law, never look for your reward in thanks or praise, beckons us to shift our perspective, to embrace gratitude without expectation, to give without seeking, and to grow without the weight of external validation. It's about discovering the immeasurable rewards that lie within, the quiet triumphs of knowing that you've walked your path with integrity and truth, no matter who acknowledges it. See, in this episode, I'm going to share a rhyme, as I usually do, break down the essence of the transformative law, and explore its profound impact on all of our lives. Together, we'll uncover the meaning of what it really means to find joy in the journey, to let self-expression and purpose be their own rewards. As always, I'll leave you with the book of the week, the quote of the week, a movie of the week. Each will spark something within you. That's what I'm hoping. So lean in, tune out the noise for the world, and let's embark on this journey of self-discovery, gratitude, and wisdom. But before we get into the show, you know we always like to start with our morning prayers, so let's do that. Or sometimes I say morning, but I know people listen at all times of the day. So whenever you're listening to this is to set the tone for the rest of your day. So here we start like this. Universal God, Most High, Jah, Cosmic Intelligence, Great Architect, the All, God. God, thank you for our inner peace. Thank you for the times we didn't know it, but then we found out when we realized that we've been a beast. God, thank you for happiness. God, thank you for love. Thank you for insight. God, thank you for intuition. God, thank you for retrospection. God, thank you for allowing us to get rid of our egos and get rid of our pride so we're able to see the truth. God, thank you for showing us the truth. God, thank you for allowing us to feel the truth. God, thank you for our true, genuine friends. God, thank you for our success. Thank you for allowing us to succeed in all the things that we should succeed at. God, thank you for guiding us to the right paths to make ourselves happy, help others happy, help the earth, help the universe. God, thank you for our creative abilities and our great artistic endeavors that we try to accomplish, and just really dig deep into our hearts to bring out something into the world that wouldn't have been there if we weren't brave enough to dig deep into ourselves and pull it out. So thank you for that. Thank you for confidence. Thank you for high self-esteem. Thank you for giving us the bravery to keep on when an obstacle comes to us. God, thank you for people that help us out. Thank you for people that help us out when we need help, but we don't have to ask them. They can just see it and they help us. God, thank you for people not being offended by the things that we do that have nothing to do with them. God, thank you for that one. Thank you for all of them. Thank you for our healthy and strong brains, healthy and strong hearts. God, thank you for our smarts. God, thank you for our mentals being on point and as sharp as darts. God, thank you for our children, our friends, family. God, thank you for today, tomorrow. Thank you for us feeling excellent and improving. Yeah, I like that. Now let's start the show. My name is Cymarshall Law. This is the Cymarshall Law Show, episode 177. Let's get into it. Let's go. Law 47. Never look for your reward in thanks or praise. It is not erase your good deed if you have done a good deed but receive no thanks. It is not erase your great job if you have done a great job but received no praise. Learn to be as you are without the need for outside praise or thanks. as who you are is not determined in the end by others. It is determined by you. The need for recognition and thanks is of the ego. But at your highest and purest form, you are not of the ego, but of pure spirit that is all-knowing. Nothing goes unaccounted for, no matter how long it may take to be counted in a way that you may understand it. Many people go through useless suffering because they require external forces to tell them who they are. Learn to congratulate yourself. Have the only thanks you need being that you helped where help was needed. This way, your happiness is no longer placed in the hands of outside forces that may not communicate or communicate in a way you deem acceptable. Have your reward be your quiet, inner, knowing that you have given yourself all the praise and thanks you will ever need. Zion Land, verse 1. Hell yeah, we want universal health care and see people faring well off welfare. It's not impossible. I don't want to have insurance to go to the hospital. It don't seem right, but in the face of evil, I come tighter than the seats on a cheap flight. First, saw the place in my mind is the story of how I came from behind. If not me, I'm next to the best. Became more when I was meant to be less. Became right when I was meant to be left. Forgotten about, but I'm stopping the doubt. On the rhythm, the opposition, I'm knocking them out. Complaining, never solved the thing, so I'm not gonna pout. Mind state, if or not, I could be free. I could always look inside and find Zion in me. 1. Hell yeah, we want universal health care and see people faring well off welfare. It's not impossible. I don't want to have insurance to go to the hospital. It don't seem right, but in the face of evil, I come tighter than the seats on a cheap flight. There are people out in the world today that are dying because they can't afford medical care. There are levels. So for us to create a moment over not getting congratulated seems insignificant when we think about the bigger problems in the world at large. 2. First, saw the place in my mind is the story of how I came from behind. If not me, I'm next to the best. Became more when I was meant to be less. Became right when I was meant to be left. Forgotten about, but I'm stopping the doubt. I find my thanks when I come up for air and can feel proud about my accomplishments. I clap for myself because only I really know how far I have come. I can get externally praised, but it means nothing if I am not happy with myself internally. You have succeeded where they said you would not. Swam where they told you you would drown. Don't wait for anyone to praise you. You did that. Praise yourself. 3. On the rhythm, the opposition, I'm knocking them out. Complaining never solved a thing, so I'm not gonna pout. Mind state, if or not, I could be free. I could always look inside and find Zion in me. The beat goes on. Life moves with a rhythm, and I control how I dance to that rhythm with my attitude. I wake up in the morning, and I see the day as my opposition to conquer. I will seize the day and not wait for anyone or anything to validate me because all I need is within me. You got your tickets. The Freedom Express line's about to take off. Hell yeah, we want universal health care. See people faring well off welfare. It's not impossible. I don't want to have insurance to go to the hospital. It don't seem right, but in the face of evil, I come tighter than the seats on a cheap flight. First, saw the place in my mind. It's the story of how I came from behind. If not me, I'm next to the best. Became more when I was meant to be less. Became right when I was meant to be left. Forgotten about, but I'm stopping the doubt. On the rhythm, the opposition, I'm knocking them out. Complaining never solved the thing, so I'm not gonna pout. Mind state, if or not, I could be free. I could always look inside and find Zion in me. In my Zion land, I want to be free. On my Zion land, I want to be me. Want the truth to be all that you can see, and the youth to be all that they can be. Every soul is connected, and we family. Was taught to fight for mine and not flee. I deserve more. I've paid every fee to every door in life. I have the key. Every soul is connected, and we family. It's a shame what's in your face you can't see. Can't tell who your friend and who the enemy. The world is corrupt, full of greed and jealousy. What's past, you know it's done. Though we started under, we can overcome.
happen. Life is a ship in which I am the captain. Seize every opportunity. Since 2 or 3, I've been doing me. It's my choice if I have a life, and I'm the one who's gonna make it a hell of paradise. I'm the man, let me try a plan. Come with me on a journey to Zion land. In my Zion land, I want to be free. On my Zion land, I want to be me. Want the truth to be all that you can see, and the youth to be all that they can be. Every soul is connected, and we family. Was taught to fight for mine and not flee. I deserve more. I've paid every fee to every door in life. I have the key. Tickets. Everyone, show your tickets. One stop. Freedom Express line. Let's go.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Cymarshall Law Show, episode 177. Never look for your reward in thanks or praise. It's a tough topic to handle or digest when you've never experienced it before, and you think when you do a good job that people that are watching you and supposedly, allegedly supporting you are going to give you praise or clap for you when you've done a good job or when you feel you've done a good job. But unfortunately, that's not always how life works. And in fact, when someone doesn't clap for you or doesn't give you praise, I've found that that doesn't necessarily always mean that they are not giving you praise or clapping for you in a different way. A lot of people want their recognition in a way that they can understand it. But I have found that sometimes people communicate with you in a way that they want to communicate with you. And sometimes we're looking for a certain form of communication, and when we don't get it, we get mad. But everybody's different. So everybody doesn't say thank you in the same way. Everybody doesn't clap for you in the same way. Everyone doesn't give you praise in the same way. And there are times where people are having, negative emotions, thoughts, or feelings towards you succeeding or you doing things that you should get credit for, and that's why they don't. But a lot of the time, it's Karina texting. A lot of the time, people do have your back. They do support you, just not in the way that you're looking for. So what I've found is that you shouldn't look for your thanks or praise from people at all, really. You should do your thing, whatever that thing is. Do it to the best of your ability. Do it with all your heart. Do it with good intention. Do it with clarity of mind. And just be your best self. Bring your best self to the table. So no matter what happens, no matter who does or who doesn't say anything, at the end of the day, you know the truth. So you don't need praise. You don't need thanks. You know who you are, because who you are and what you do should not be based on what someone else does or who someone else is. So if someone else doesn't want to clap for you, that does not mean that the thing you were doing that you wanted applause for, you should stop doing just because you don't get claps. Be who you are regardless. Be who you are regardless of what they say or what they do. Because if you only act when someone claps for you, does that not make you a puppet? So you're moving based on what someone else might potentially do. That's crazy. Who are you? A lot of times we want to be highlighted. We want to get our recognition. But if you don't get the recognition, if you don't get highlighted, are you still who you say you are? Or is it just that it's based on people giving you recognition or people clapping for you? Or are you who you say you are? A lot of us get caught up in looking for that praise and thanks. And when we don't get it, we turn into totally different people. And you know what that says to me? You were never who you said you were in the first place. Because if you were who you said you were, whether or not you got the thanks or praise, you were going to keep on doing what you're doing. Now, if you're doing a lot for someone and they're just not saying thank you, ever, that's different. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you working on something, and whether it's a piece of art or you working on a big contract with a company and you succeeding, then someone ignoring your accomplishments and you getting hurt because they don't clap for you or they don't give you a trophy. That's what I'm talking about. Never look for your thanks in praise or rewards, because when they don't come, it has the ability to break you. So do what you're doing regardless of what they say or what they do, because you are who you said you are. You're the real McCoy. You know what I'm saying? They can't see you. You are the greatest. You are the greatest. And I'm here to tell you there's nothing you can't accomplish. And there's nothing you can't do while needing the praise or reward from an external force. Because you have everything you need inside of you. Quite literally. You summon that chi, you summon that spirit, whatever you want to call it. But we have all the energy in the world we will ever need to accomplish all the things we can accomplish or wish to accomplish. And I'm here to tell you, you can do it. I believe in you. You got this. There's nothing you can't do. And when you accomplish those things, let your praise be you thanking yourself. You knowing that you're a better person than you were the day before or the weeks before or the year before. Let yourself be the person who claps for you. This way you're never going to be disappointed. And in the end, people will end up clapping for you in all types of ways. I tend to find when you're not looking for things or you're not reaching out for things, they just come to you. So when you do a good job, life tends to clap for you. Life tends to clap for you in many different ways. You just have to be aware enough to see when life is clapping for you, because those rewards will come in all different types of ways. All different types of ways. And if you're only looking for your reward or praise in one type of way, you're absolutely going to miss out on so many beautiful things that life has stored for you. They're your rewards, they're your praise. But if you're only looking for, your pats on the back, you're going to miss a lot of the metaphorical pats on the back that are coming to you. That's my word. My name is Cymarshall Law. This is the Cymarshall Law Show. And we'll be right back after the song. I'm going to play this joint called Upside Down. It's from the new Ransom Bad Bones album produced by Leaf Dog of the Four Owls. Dropped on High Focus Record. This song is called Upside Down, and I'm featured on it. So check that out. The new album just came out. My name is Cymarshall Law. Cop that white rabbit out. Let's go.
I realize we cannot, as a people, bring it into the future. We need to pave the way for the next generation. Remember that the revolution won't be televised. Use the mind, heart, and eyes. Cause united we stand and divided we will fall. Remember,
present time is the climate too. Tell and expose agendas that make your mind in the noose. Producing the living proof that we live in a style where the truth is the lie and the lie is the truth. Upside down in cahoots from the land of Monsanto. We're chopping up slang of more propaganda. It's common plan. The mess we live in, the oppressor's the victim with cowards in power, mass producing full stop with cancer. By a mismatch of testosterone and some estrogen. Women are masculine, men are getting more feminine, calling it settling when they decimated your heritage. where sense is sin and the freedom fighters are terrorists. Implementing depression and no enjoyment, no remedy or effect when medicine is the poison. Deceptive are labeled loyal, trickery held up. Jokes are offensive and narcissism is self-love. In this helter-skelter, that is backward by plan. You get cancelled or banned, vilified and then targeted like the callous of man. And his hazardous hand from the land of Sudan to the kids in the Gaza Strip. Image-driven inner, full up of gluttony, acting spiritual while they're selling their soul for currency. In a design for genocide is self-defense. The upside down is hell compressed.
Anything the system put out, they believe the opposite. The opposite. Anything the system put out, they don't they fall for it. Now, this upside down world that we living in, powers to be keeps on sinning in. Competition, they believe they must be winning in. Killing fields, yet they're gonna be killing in. On our knees, they want us to bow. We plant the seeds, somehow they must sow. Oh, filling the gaps, bad bones. Filling the gaps, bad bones.
Listen, yo, you wanna hear something inside that I've been saving? Chemo killed my father faster than it saved him. And I found that I was strongest at the time that I almost gave in. It turned that I was growing when I thought that I was breaking. The devil on earth and God takes his wings. Now I'm feeling like I'm the black boy from Stranger Things. The most ungodly are claiming to be spiritual. Computers becoming human and people becoming digital. They claim that they're doing you a favor and try convincing you like an imbecile, but you ain't paying more interest in the principle. I no longer look the skies when checking for proof, cause they will write a book of lies and sell it as truth. They wanna erase history, but I'm anti-forget it. I'm just saying what you think and I'm not asking for credit. They say it's deep, it's pretend. They don't see me as a friend, cause I'll never see death to kids as a means to an end. No. They'll take a bad man and call him a do-gooder, but Abe Lincoln would've kept slaves if he coulda. To believe everything you see is a mistake. When's the last time that you seen a seed in a grape? Got his knowledge from Google, now homie is clever. Got a million friends online, but he's lonely as ever. Holding the pressure, things are getting worse, but they told you it's better. And they got weather machines that's controlling the weather.
Anything the system put out, they believe the opposite. The opposite. Anything the system put out, they don't they fall for it. Now, this upside down world that we living in, powers to be keeps on sinning in. Competition, they believe they must be winning in. Killing fields, yet they're gonna be killing in. On our knees, they want us to bow. We plant the seeds, somehow they must sow. Oh, filling the gaps, bad bones. Filling the gaps, bad bones. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Cymarshall Law Show, where we stay true to ourselves and never, ever conform. Like never. On his tombstone, they're gonna write, "Here lies a man who would not conform." Facts! Welcome back to the Cymarshall Law Show. I am your gracious host, and we're talking about the law. Never look for your reward or thanks in praise. So the movie of the week and book of the week that are on the same topic I found are, one is one of my favorite movies. I'll get straight into it. So the movie of the week is, for those who have never seen it, The Shawshank Redemption. Frank Darabont's The Shawshank Redemption, based on Stephen King's novella, is a masterclass in illustrating the power of internal fulfillment over external validation. The story follows Andy Dufresne, a banker wrongfully imprisoned for the murder of his wife. Over the course of decades in Shawshank Prison, Andy transforms the lives of those around him and finds a deep sense of purpose, all without expecting acknowledgement or rewards in return. Andy's journey mirrors my law in many profound ways. While incarcerated, he leverages his intelligence and quiet resolve to bring about meaningful change. One of the most pivotal moments is when he secures funding to expand the prison library. He writes letters to state officials week after week for years, never receiving thanks or encouragement, yet Andy persists, not for recognition, but because he believes in the value of knowledge and its power to uplift others. His reward is not the thanks of his fellow inmates or the warden, absolutely not. The satisfaction of knowing he fought for something greater than himself. Andy's underlining sense of purpose is in his meticulous escape plan, which he orchestrates over 20 years. His actions are not driven by a desire for applause or revenge, but an unwavering commitment to his own freedom and integrity. The film's best lessons, one of them, I would say, lies in Andy's ability to find inner peace and hope amidst crushing despair, showing that true freedom and fulfillment comes from within. So Shawshank Redemption is our movie of the week. Getting into our book of the week, I'm going to have to go with Love for Imperfect Things by Sunan. So it's a Zen Buddhist monk who offers profound insights in this book. It's a gentle guide to self-love, acceptance, and finding peace in imperfections of life. Its central message is that we don't need others' approval to feel worthy, nor should we rely on external praise to validate our existence. This aligns beautifully with my law about not looking for reward in thanks or praise. The author encourages readers to approach life with compassion and gratitude. One of the reoccurring themes in the book is the idea that acts of kindness, whether to ourselves or others, are most meaningful when done without expecting anything in return. He shares anecdotes and wisdom that highlight the transformative power of selflessness. For example, he explains how practicing kindness not for recognition, but as a raw self-expression of our true selves, leads to a deeper, more lasting happiness. So, super dope book. I would love for you to check it out and let me know what you think of it. It is called Love for Imperfect Things. Yeah, and that was the book and movie of the week. So moving right along to the quote of the week. It's actually an African proverb. I do not know the author. But it goes like this. The hand that gives is always than the one is always higher than the one that receives. Say it again. The hand that gives is always higher than the one that receives. Is always higher than the one that receives. Generosity, selflessness. Profound saying encourages generosity, selflessness, emphasizing that giving itself is the reward. My name is Cymarshall Law. So there you have it, my people. My name is Cymarshall Law. And this is the Cymarshall Law Show. I appreciate y'all. And this is the Cymarshall Law Show. I appreciate y'all. Spread the word about the show. I love y'all. Until next time, peace, love, and positive energy. And we out like that. Give praise even if you slip around. Yo, give praise. Hard life take you. Yo, give praise. And nobody not check you. Yo, give praise. Your best friend won't wreck you. Like John, I like Jonah, like the leprosy take you. But praise Jah, praise Jah. And that mankind born upon the earth. Praise Jah, praise Jah. His Majesty the celestial power. Pocket full. Why mankind a live so awful? No come here for no uptown, nor downtown. We no come to prove who a bad man, a gun clown, nor eye blind, no eye white. Give thanks to the man where you live right. Yo, miss a this and miss a that and no say us dead. Some cow fat and some say brown and some say black. But Rastafari it can't stop. Remember.